So we're at part 4 of finding the right therapist for you, and today we're talking about one of my favorite questions. What is bringing you to therapy at this time? So all the self-reflection that you've done up until this point comes in handy because you'll be able to explain your reasons for coming to therapy at this time in your life and be able to describe the kind of therapeutic relationship that you're looking for with your future therapist. Ask any questions you need to in order to get a better or deeper understanding of the therapist, how they work, and the kinds of things that they want to do with you in order to address the specific reasons that you are coming to therapy at this time in your life. How did the therapist respond to your questions or concerns? How was this therapist in setting their own boundaries and respecting yours? How comfortable do you feel coming out to this potential therapist as LGBTQAI, as ethically non-monogamous, as into BDSM, etc., if that at all relates for your reasons to coming to therapy? How open is this potential therapist to collaborating with you in the therapeutic relationship? How do they react to areas in your life that they have less clinical experience with? How open do they seem to be around learning new things? A therapist should be able to admit when they're not knowledgeable about something, and they should be willing to put in the work for the sake of the therapeutic relationship. And also, if a therapist has put in that work and has tried to maintain the safety of the therapeutic relationship, but due to lack of knowledge or due to biases or whatever it is, cannot be the therapist that this client needs, it is the therapist's ethical obligation to communicate this to the client as best as they can and begin the termination process so that the client can find a therapist that can actually provide what they're looking for. And depending on the policies at the clinic, nonprofit, or private practice that a therapist is coming from, that can either mean providing a client with a list of referrals or providing a client with a list of directories or actively helping a client find a therapist. But that depends on, again, the policies at the workplace that a specific therapist is working from. How confident do you feel in their ability to create a safe enough space during the appointment so that you can do the work of therapy? So the next and final part of this series is going to be demystifying and explaining treatment planning.